Hey everyone, welcome back to Folklore. We're still going through our nighttime quests as Ellen, and today we've got a pretty significant one. We're going to be doing Unique Utopia, in which we're actually going to learn more about Livane, like that her name is actually pronounced Livane. So basically this Nemesign transported us 5,000 years into the past. So we've been told the conditions. There are stamina draining folks from outside the Netherworld core, as we can see right up ahead. And eventually there will be folks that Ellen can't even draw out the ids from. So let's see what Radiant can do. It spins for quite a while and damages anything nearby. And interestingly enough, it also moves around a little bit. If it's not hitting anything, it'll try to target any nearby folks. Try to take these guys out quickly and stop my health draining. You can see it going. It's pretty slow. Don't think I can get into the dead end from here, so we're just going to head straight on toward the twin trees. And here we got some soldier folks. Looks like there's only going to be one Netherworld core folk in each room. And a whole bunch from outside. Trying to make some use of Agapanthus, but it's really, really slow, as you can see. And here I got to deal with some Hawks and Azrai. And I don't even really think Agapanthus is all that strong. At least not yet. At least the Azrai missed me. That would have interrupted the attack and been pretty nasty. These are probably going to be some of the easiest folks to kill with it though, so good time to build up my karma. I really don't even like its attack pattern. I mean, maybe if both of those swipes were more or less guaranteed to hit an enemy in front of you, but I don't think you can even hit the same enemy with both attacks. So you've got a wide and relatively unpredictable area that it's covering. So a little bit of help from Radiant there. You can see how long the attack lasts, just about. It's not ideal because it tends to get attacked by almost anything that you're going to be using Destroy Element against. But if it doesn't get attacked, it's really, really effective. Let's see if I can destroy a Bergamot. Maybe knock some of these inputs out of the air. And of course, there would be an altar. The big problem with Agapanthus there is it's really hard to aim it appropriately in order to hit, you know, anything. He'll go for something like Henki, which actually has a homing attack and narrows in on the input specifically. If I could get rid of the altar, then Malabaricus would work even better. I probably should just go ahead and pull out a wind element attack, but I'm getting tired of swapping folks so much. Really, really want to finish with Agapanthus, just so I'm done with it and I never ever have to use it again. Have I mentioned how much I hate fighting Bergamot? It's not that hard if you've got a decent long-range attack though, so, you know, just stay well out of the way of its blades. And if I keep tossing Agapanthus at it, it'll die eventually. Okay, so that's that room done. We can move on to the mini-boss room. And the Talenthere is accompanied by a couple of nasty friends. Alright, we're done with that particular karma. I really hope I don't have to kill anything else. Oh, Habitruck. But only one, so it's not as bad as it could be. I still remember how to deal with Fraxinus. And there was something else I needed to kill some stuff with. Well, that takes care of that. Still don't think Bergamot's all that great, because Ellen actually has some good slash element attacks. But I'm building up everything. Every karma in the game. Let's get a good wind element out here and actually deal with these birds the right way. It's definitely a lot faster to capture them. And we can just pin the Fraxinus down in a corner there. I guess Olbir has a slightly bigger range than Drakai, if you're worried about gooing things up from far away. I think generally I'm not that concerned about range. And it's escaped just in time to get gooed again. And once we finish capturing him, we'll be at the halfway point. Really hasn't been too bad a quest. You know, the Netherworld core folks are generally the toughest ones, so I'm really fighting folks from a lot earlier in the game for the most part. And in the aggregate, I didn't really lose much health, or any. Yeah, I guess I didn't really talk about it much, but Livane's got a tough choice. And everybody in the thread has been saying she did the right thing by sealing the twin trees and hiding knowledge of the Netherworld from humans. But before she's actually done it, she has no idea what effect that's going to have. So the choice basically comes down to, sure, I might destroy everything, but everything will definitely be destroyed if I don't. And as long as they keep giving us really easy folks, we should be able to tear through them fairly quickly. They're all things that can be put to sleep here. And the only real danger with Boobry is if it attacks you without managing to get put to sleep. And it wakes up pretty quickly. So we'll go for an attack with a bit more power than Puka. And we've got a karma to defeat Boobry with Radian, so let's see how long that takes. There is how Radiant really excels. If it catches the same enemy over and over in its attack while it's helpless, that enemy's finished. And really, it's about the same thing. We got a couple of Fahan and another Boobry. And this is Chapter 1 stuff. It's a mini-boss, but it's the easiest one in the game. Not to say that it doesn't at least put up a decent fight. I don't know. I guess Fraxinus has never really been a threat as long as I have a Bond Element attack available. I think this is the last room? Second to last room. I haven't really been counting. And the number of Telenthera here certainly can be a problem. Just one of them can really overwhelm you with wind attacks if you're not careful, and having 4 or 5 of them in the same room, you just got tornadoes everywhere. So I really want to take them down one at a time, thin out their ranks a bit, and of course, attack from a distance. Not going to turn down the health ups either. Although it's beginning to look like I should have waited if at all possible. I never really thought about it much, but Bullseye makes a pretty good shield too, just because there are 4 of them. Now, each one can sustain 1 attack and keep shooting. It doesn't last very long, but, you know, usually it doesn't need to. There's still just the one left. Alright, we're nearly done. And really, we haven't hit anything particularly difficult gimmick-wise. Okay, so there is the health drain when we're in a room with non-Netherworld core folks. No fight in the first half. Very ominous. Oh, here we go. We get a Degasser and a Gladiolus together. And of course, there is no attack in the game that will hurt both of them at the same time. So I pretty much have to choose which one of them I want to kill first, and then I can attempt to kill or capture the other. I'm going to take down Degasser because I still need to capture some Gladiolus, I believe. And my general practice is just to throw every Warcadia non-elemental folk I've got at it until it's dead. I suppose I could potentially attempt to capture it, especially if I were to manage to stun the Gladiolus at the same time. And the issue is that now the Gladiolus is standing right in front of it, all the folks are going to target him instead. Which sadly buys the Degasser enough time to get up. But it was almost dead. And now I just have to finish the Gladiolus. got plenty of destroy element attacks to choose from, just none of them are really great. But I think you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about all the destroy elements by now. It's the same thing every time. See if I can push him towards the mine there. Doesn't look like I made it in time and it just exploded. But that's Ambush pulling his weight. And is that the last karma for Gladiolus? I think it might be. Nope. Defeat 25 folks. We've got time. Still a couple of quests left to do. And, of course, the grinding video if we still have any kills left over. But I haven't seen those folks that I can't capture. Yeah, that would do it. Granted, we could capture Agapanthus, but not while there's any other folks in the room. And Durandal is specifically weak only to the earth element. So, like the fairy said, I won't be able to draw out its id, so there's no possibility of capturing it. I really just want to take out the Agapanthus as quickly as possible here. Leave myself just the Durandal to deal with. Fortunately, it is hurt by the destroy element. So, at the very least, I can attack all the folks at the same time as much as I need to. And now, with just the Durandal left, to be honest, I don't know how well the different elements that I've got at my disposal might work on it. I'd suspect it's probably immune to most of my elements. I know that Destroy works, so there doesn't seem to be any real harm in sticking with it. And I'd like to score the kill with Gladiolus if I can. Just because I've got 25 kills left to score, and this will be one. And Durandal stands still for long enough in its various attack patterns that it's not too hard to hit. Usually safely. The only real problem is making sure that I've saved up enough MC to do it. And that's not too bad either. So we're done with the quest and about to learn Livane's final secrets. Oh no, we need to head to the Twin Trees. And we know what happens there. So we just get to see it actually take place. So the true heaven is on earth, huh? Poignant. Kind of a lousy reward, but the quest wasn't very difficult, and was pretty fun. It's always interesting to fight unusual folks. And next time, we'll have another fun quest for Ellen. See you then.